Hello everybody and welcome back to Fenton Forest Farm with me, CWATTYESO. It is morning in game and we've got quite a bit to do today. What's that? That looks like Goldcrest Valley, and I know that's a Stancia Lapacho. That's Sosnovka, and that's Goldcrest Valley. I'm just trying to work out what some of the paintings are in the barn. Estancia I know very well. My first Farming Simulator 19 series was on that map. Anyway, as I say, it is morning and it's a nice sunny morning. Right, we've got paid out from the BGA. I did some slurry last night. I have fixed the BGA prices, by the way. They were ridiculously high for some reason on my map, so I've reinstalled the map and it seems to have brought the prices down. They still look a little bit maybe high, but you know, it is the BGA after all. So it does pay out a little bit less now if I go look at the finances. So today we've had 204,000 coming from the BGA, which is obviously quite a bit less than what we have been getting in recent times. So what are we doing field wise at the minute? Well, we are ploughed, growing sugar beets, cultivated and cultivated. So we've only got potatoes and sugar beets in the ground at the minute. Okay, so we're gonna have to get a fix onto that. I also said today I was going to go buy me sugar beet planter. I ought to really turn the headlights off on the John Deere 8R. I got the ploughing done last night. I leased the John Deere plough from the store, which was... that one. And I tell you what, it's not a bad plough actually. For 15 meters working width, that is a really good plough. I'm thinking I'm possibly going to buy one of those, because obviously our plough's only 8 meters, so it's almost double the width, which would be pretty useful to have. And it's not that expensive. It's only 95,000. And it would enable me to get the fields ploughed a lot quicker. So you know what? We can have it basic. We can have trumbull rollers, or we can have spike tooth levelers. I think I'm going to have it with the spike tooth levelers. But of course, we need to go to the store to buy it and bring it back. And whilst I'm at the store, I can obviously get the Sugar Beet Harvester bought, which will be pretty useful, as we are growing sugar beets and we're going to need to harvest them pretty soon. Potatoes, yeah, the potato harvest we did yesterday. How many potatoes did we get? 523,983 litres off of field 5. I was a little bit out. I said 4,000 litres was my estimate. I was a little bit out. But that's a healthy number of potatoes. We're going to be able to feed the pigs. I think the animals also need a lot of care and attention today. I've been neglecting them. We really do need to get the new auger wagon in service. Get the animals filled up. Excuse me, frog in my throat. Not really, it was my VCD. I just have to sometimes cough to try and force open my vocal cords. because they narrow over the top of my airway. Right, so I'm going to park you over here, Mr. John Deere, because you will be required to hook up to that trailer, that plough, which will speed up production. You know, it's not that expensive. Right, so ploughs, let's get the John Deere. Like I said, we're going to have it with the spike tooth levelers. I'm not going to have a back hitch on it. I don't see the point in that. So I'm going to buy that. That's 101,000 spent. We're also going to have, what was it, Sugar Beet technology, wasn't it? Right, and we're going to need that one for the Roper 2 for the Sugar Beet. Alright, first things first, let's get the... Let's make sure we get it with the right colour. Right, now, let's do this the proper way. I need to see the... Obviously got the Panther 2 logo on there, so I need a colour where we're going to be able to continue to see that. I like that. Global positioning, yes. Engine setup, we'll crank it up. Capacity, we will add the capacity. It does 80,000 litres. We'll buy one of those. Now we'll get the header. That one. We'll get the same colour. We'll make it exactly the same. Job's a good one. Anything else we're going to need while we're here? I thought about the poplar thing, didn't I? Where is it? Down here somewhere. Your rims don't change colour, Stevie. Out of that. Don't know what that's actually changing, if anything. Do we want this? More orangey and red, isn't it? I'm not seeing any red on it. I don't think that's working. So I'm not going to buy that just yet. See if Stevie fixes it. We have got some new trucks of the Hookcliffe variety. We've got the day cab. Got the obviously the man from the mod hub. We've got another man truck with a hook lift trailer. We've got a Scania, look. I think that's model's been taken from Euro Truck Simulator. But yeah, got hook lift. We've got that one, the Western Star. Got a couple of hook lift trucks, extra ones if we was going to get into hook lift trucks. And we've got all variety of trailers we can pull with that. Skips, obviously skips, grain containers, liquid container, semi-trailer. There's log trailers as well and all sorts. So there's plenty to be going at. Right, so we're going to go get the plough. Take that back to the farm. We're not actually going to need it today because we've already ploughed all the fields we need to plough. But I tell you what, once we've harvested the sugar beets, it's going to speed up ploughing that field and getting it back into production for us. If I go down here, what I can actually do then is drive all the way back to the farm on the grass. I don't have to worry about traffic. Hello everybody, sorry for putting a pause in the video there, but somebody started vacuum cleaning which obviously I didn't want the noise of that in the recording, and also I do apologise as well if you can hear like drilling and banging and stuff going on again today in the video background. That is the next door neighbour, which sadly I can't do anything about. At least the vacuum cleaning person I could go and shout at and tell them to stop hoovering and actually do the vacuuming and the hoovering at a more sensible time of the day, like preferably before I wake up in the morning and start my recording process and schedule. Right, I'm going to leave this pot over here for the simple reason we will be needing to do the sugar beet harvesting in a couple of days. So we might as well leave it over here. Our new truck of power. I do like this looking. This looks awesome. I do like that. I do think that is an awesome, especially in that colour with the obviously Panther logo. So we've got Tony the Tiger, the potato harvester, and Panthro the Panther. There's a Thundercats reference for you all. On the sugar beets, we will get a sugar cane harvester before we're done, which as I say, will probably be the Homer, as that's the one I haven't bought yet. Ooh, don't fall in there. You do not want to swim in that. That ain't no hot tub, baby. Anyway, whilst the vacuuming was going on and making a noise, and I couldn't record, I did start looking after the animals and go around refilling them. You really shouldn't stand in the water trough though, sheep, Sean, as it's a bad idea. The only thing I haven't done yet is give wheat to the chickens, give them a bit of wheat. The cows have got topped up there, although I was starting to do the silage, filling up. I did some hay and I was doing some silage, but they are now full. So I can't empty the rest of the thing, and I don't want to faff about trying to get the auger wagon into the unload point. You know what? There's an easier solution, isn't there? Because I need to do straw for the horses. Yeah, look, I've got 3,000 litres left in here. I think we can sell it in here, can't we? Yeah! 4,000 litres of silage. Nets us £2,000. Not bad. Not bad for a day's work. Right, let's get some straw for the horses, and then I'm done with the animal portion of things. So then we can start getting to work on the fields. Now, the plough fields, obviously, I need to digestate. Need to get the digestate spread on those. I'm going to leave the covers off because the fill plane just clips through the top of the cover, and that does kind of, with straw, grass and hay, and that does kind of irk me a little bit. You know, I don't like to see that crop poking through the top of the covers. Gonna load the horses up with straw. We probably have quite a bit extra, in which case I'll just leave it in the auger wagon for the time being, because we'll need to give the pigs some and the cows some another day. There you go, horses, enjoy. Right, I'm going to park this back in the shed then. I haven't given the pigs anything to eat. They're the only animals I've not fed anything to, apart from water and straw, because I do, as I say, plan to do the whole pig mixing, pig food mod, activate that. But I don't want to do it while their troughs are still fairly full of crop. Hence the reason why I've not given them any of the potatoes we harvested yet. Oh, this in here somewhere. Oh. Huh. Well, it's such a hard time backing in trailers. I've put the John Deere plough in there. It's a little bit big, but it does just fit. I'm kind of running out of space of where to park things, like that. I may think about switching the bradle and putting the bradle over there, so I've got all the fertiliser stuff and lime spreading stuff in that shed, and all my ploughs, cultivators, seeders and stuff in here, my planters in here. Obviously my main seeding vehicle is going to be in there, because the Amazon is quite big. And I don't know why I ran away, because I did say we're going to need to digestate, spread a couple of fields. No, that's manure. Concentrate, man, on what you're doing. Oh, I will get it right one day. Right, we've got a full tank. So we need to do field 2. Don't unfold it yet, otherwise you won't get to the field. And then we need to go down and do field 5. So I'll do field 2 first, because then it's obviously shorter distance to me to go and refill. And then we'll do field 5. I also know I could get somebody on the old seeding task over on field 10 and whatever other field it was we bought. Was it 9? Not going to use GPS today, and I've actually got in every vehicle whilst I was paused for the vacuum cleaner. and have turned off the show guidelines for the GPS mod, so you don't get the white bouncy dots in front of every vehicle. With digestate spreading. Like I said, there are a couple of... Right, you're gonna... If you stay on that course, pal, you're gonna miss a small, narrow section of the field, which really, really annoy me. And OCD people, sufferers, will complain like heck. Oh, I have missed a bit, look. No, I can't do it. I can't. Sorry, I just can't. I can't justify missing a section of the field. I can't. Sorry, I'm gonna do an overlap. I know it's not. It wastes a bit of slurry, but I want it. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. So I manually spread the digestate all over the field myself. And this gets us up to fertilise stage 1. So then obviously we need to bring the cultivator down. I probably should have done this before I ploughed, really. That would have sped things up, because then the plough would have done the change of field state, so I could have come straight down with me seeder, which would have improved things immensely. Don't know what crops I'm going to plant on these, replant on these fields. I'm a little bit lacking in ideas. I was kind of hoping I'd have more subscriber tasks and contract type suggestions coming in, but alas, I'm not getting any. So it's mainly down to me to do all the creative thinking for the series. I don't know why, but it looks to me like part of the field is that because I think that was probably where the sunflowers were already. Yeah, there was the odd stalks were still sticking up after we harvested the sunflowers. So the reason it's not changing state is because it's already classed as fertilised, because obviously I ploughed in those excess those little straggly bits of sunflower that were there. Which is why the field that we bought up near the sawmill is classed as fertilised, when all I did was obviously cultivate in the withered crop that the farmer had let die before he decided to sell the field. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I don't mind buying a field that's withered. It's of no use to anybody, you know. As I say, I won't buy a field that's got a crop ready to harvest on it, because that's just cheating. That's, you know, that's just cheating and exploiting the game, and I don't like that sort of thing. I don't do the field flipping thing, as you'll know from all my series on Farming Sim. Haven't done it on, didn't do it on Estancia Lapacho. Haven't done it in Old Family Farm. not going to do it on Fenton Forest. If I'm going to make money, I'm going to do it the genuine way by actually making crops. I'm not going to put down government subsidies and cheap boxes and stuff like that, like some people and some other YouTubers, because you're just fucking kidding yourselves by doing that. You're just lying to everybody. You're not a fantastic farmer at all if you're doing that. You're taking the shortcut to the finish line. A couple of times I've posted that on other YouTube videos and YouTubers' videos that watch, and I get mixed responses from people in the comments. So I've already kind of decided to myself that after I'm done with this series and after I'm done with the old family farm, my next map that I choose to play in this game I'm going to do on start from scratch, and I'm going to do on hard economic difficulty, and I'm not going to use any oh, you really couldn't finish the field? Oh, that's annoying. Alright, you stay there. How can I do this the best way? He's got water in him, so I can't use that. Grab this guy. I can do this. I can sort of... I'm not going to drive him... I know... Well, technically I know I have to drive him off the field to refill him. Before I go down to field 5, but I want to make sure. Pop the cap. Right. I'm going to have another experiment as well with this whole transferring slurry to the BGA thing at some point. I don't know whether it's an issue with that tanker that I'm using having the issue, or whether it's something to do with the way Stevie's got the trigger point set up for the tanker at the BGA, but I can get it to load fine. I just can't get it to unload when it drives over the silo at the BGA. So I did a temporary course off camera last night where I put in a manual weight as a weight point. I put in a weight trigger when it drives over the silo, so I could manually just tell it to unload and then continue on its way. So it would effectively run to the... That's not looking good because it looks like he's pouring that all over the field. So it would fill the slurry here at the farm, it would drive to the BGA, it would then stop and wait for me to go and manually unload it, and then it would then automatically drive back to the farm, fill up with slurry again, drive back to the BGA, stop and wait for me to manually unload it. That's as close as I've got so far to being able to automate that process. But then I exited the game last night without saving that course. What an idiot. It was only a temporary course when I saved and exited. So yeah, not great. Means I've got to re-record that, but I'm going to experiment. I'm going to get probably one of them hook lift trucks, I think. I might get rid of this little tanker trailer. And get myself one of the hook lift trucks. And be able to do the see if that fills and empties at the BGA. If it does, happy days, quids in. I'll use that. I'll probably get rid of the big tanker then, maybe. And allow the that's done. Right, so now we'll go and fill this full again. I'm probably going to need a tanker to take a tanker of digestate down to field 5 with me anyway. So actually that JCB could be getting used again in a little while. Because I imagine I will run out. I will run out on field 5 because it's similar size to field 2. Now there's a dog barking outside. Shut up! And they're drilling. But we've got the slurry spread, so I need to get cultivator down here on that. Get the Joker brought down and get him cultivating. Again, one of the possible upgrades we've got, we could maybe switch to. We could get Stevie's Lemkin 16 metre disc harrow and use that for cultivating. I know it's only 4 metres wider, but you know, still speed up the cultivating stage. I'm probably going to back this up because I reckon there'll be too much of an overlap if I stay on that course path. So I'm going to go down this avenue here. I don't want to do too much overlapping if I can help it, because like I say, we do need to be a bit economical with the slurry, and I'm going to miss a narrow strip right down the edge of that field. You know what? I can live with that. Live with that. That's not going to annoy me too much. We got quite a good haul of potatoes off of this field, didn't we? Massive haul. We'll probably sell some potatoes in Friday sale day this week coming up at the end of the week. Get the digestate spread. And then, like I say, get the cultivator down. We then need to obviously get the other all the fields seeded at some point. We will be running into the week. Means there probably won't be a lot of harvesting in this week. There'll probably be apart from maybe the sugar beet and the potatoes, we probably won't have a lot of harvesting to do a chance. Most of the stuff we plant this week won't be harvestable till next week. Might be a slow profit week this week, as we get some attractive pricing on stuff we've already got in the silo that we've got a bit of a surplus of come sale day. $23,000 litres left. Okay. Gonna be touch and go, I think. Probably gonna have to bring the JCB down with a little top up for us. We are about empty. We will be fairly empty down here. Will we? Are we going to get this done off one tank full of digestate? It's going to be close. I think we'll do it. We are missing just a little bit, unfortunately, down the field edge. I can let that slide. Most of the field is fertilised. So we're going to get most of the hope we get to the end before I run out. I have. Right, actually. So I've got a little bit spare. So I will do my best to waste this last bit, filling in this gap then. Of course, we've got shelters down here as well. I forgot we'd got shelters down here. I suppose I could bring the potato and sugar beet harvesters and park them down here once we're done, because they are quite bulky machines. That bit of the field I missed planting because I ran out of seed. Thankfully the auger wagon will fix that situation for us. So everything's digestated. Give this a wash. And then we'll park him back up. We'll go get the fields over at the top of the map seeded. So I'll get the slurry spreader washed. Diddly. Oh, nicely clean. Glory spreading for the win. Oh, wrong way. Still not right. There we go. Job's a good one. Right, I'm going to get hooked up to the seeder. We'll give it a refill before I go up and do the fields. Seeds. Fertiliser in here too. There we go. Quick splash of each. That's grass. That's corn. That's your canola. That's your oats. That's your sugar cane. That's your sunflower. That's your soybeans. That's your oilseed radish. That's your cotton. That's your grass. There we go. So yeah, field. Then we'll have grass on it. Field 9, I am not sure what to plant on that. One thing I did notice when I tested this out the other day, doing a courseplay course using the, I think it's the spiral method of course generation, seems to work really, really well. So put him into planting mode. Gonna bring him in a bit. So he's got, what width is he? 15. Yeah, bring him down to 30. So he's got a metre excess either side. And then we're going to go field 10. We're going to go headland. 2 passes clockwise, smooth. I'm going to do spiral. You can see he does this groovy, lovely little thing. He does get a little bit, so I need to just position him ready to start. But what he'll do, he should do the field so much better in this mode. So we're going to go for first waypoint, drive course. So we should get this done really, really well. And then I'll shift him over onto field 9 and plant something on there. And I'll bring everyone back when that is done, and just give a bit of a closing update to the video before I obviously end this video. So I'll be back in a few moments. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I've sowed the field, and course play with the spiral method and approach to doing the field did a pretty decent job. There was only one spot in this corner over here which I've had to come back and touch up, right about sort of here, that he didn't do. There was a couple of spots just down here that it didn't do, so I've had to go back and touch them up. Just a couple of little spots, like blob, 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 and a little bit on the corner here, and in the top corner over there it didn't do. But I think that would be corrected rather easily by doing, again, by the working width adjustment on the machine. So definitely, if you've got wonky shaped fields and you're using course play, think about enabling that option. Right, this field then is a massive field. So I am looking at the crop situation. I think I go for a big jumbo corn harvest. I really do. I am going to make this a little bit smaller still. I'm going to go for field 9. 3 headland passes this time. Spiral. Generate cut. There's the start point, over there. First waypoint in it. Of course. You'll probably turn that off, actually, thinking about it. Anyway, I'm going to get this then planted with corn. And as I say, he will do it with the spiral method, so he'll zip up and down and get that done for me. So thank you for watching today's episode, or this episode of the Fenton Forest Farm. I'm not sure when exactly this video uploads, as I've kind of lost track of my upload schedule. I think it's this coming Saturday. So we'll keep an eye on that. If you've got any questions, comments or suggestions, please feel free to drop them in the comment section down below. And if you are a channel subscriber and you are watching this video please consider dropping a subscriber task or subscriber contract on me. You know, give me, some stuff to do, because, I'm starting to run out of ideas of what to plant on fields and harvest on fields, and where to sell the stuff we harvest off those fields. So if you could do that, that would help me out a great deal. If you're not a channel subscriber, go ahead, click the subscribe button right now. And from Fenton Forest Farm and myself, CWATTYESO, it's goodbye for now.